mentally. So I don't know, for me, it was exciting. I was happy, but I was really quite relieved too,
Yeah.
These people are like, grow the game, these athletes need to be paid more. No, don't show that team. No.
Caitlin Clark, I don't believe, has done is Paige Bueckers scissors and seems to scissor with her teammate.
Everybody's talking about Caitlin Clark getting roughed up in her debut, but did Paige Bueckers just get the VIP treatment in hers? While Clark was getting knocked around, Bueckers smoothly dropped 10 points in 22 minutes and even scored her first bucket against A'ja Wilson. But here's what's really interesting. Becky Hammond, the Aces head coach, just revealed some surprising thoughts about Bueckers' debut that nobody saw coming. Is this the beginning of a totally different rookie experience for Paige compared to what Clark went through? The contrast between these two stars' debuts couldn't be more different, and I'm breaking it all down right now.
That had been, close. And I think the thing that I was just most proud of probably was just the way they played as a team.
People were like, oh, it used to cost me $35 to get a ticket behind the Fever bench. It used to be so much better. Well, I mean, yeah, because they used to give away tickets.
Before we move on, I'd like to ask you a small favor. If you appreciate this content, please take a second to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Over 98% of you watch the videos without subscribing. It costs you nothing, but it makes a huge difference to us. So, did you click the subscribe button? Great. Thank you so much. Now, back to the video.
Like turning some individuals into a team, a real team.
Yeah.
And the buy-in factor was really high from the go.
She was on the court at Caitlin Clark's workout and they were just getting to work. It seems like Caitlin has been in the gym every single day. And if
Remember how Caitlin Clark got knocked to the floor over and over in her first WNBA game? Well, Paige Bueckers just walked into the league and got a completely different welcome party. It's like night and day comparing these two debuts. Bueckers stepped onto the court for 22 solid minutes in her first WNBA game, putting up 10 points and grabbing 4 rebounds. But here's what really caught my eye. She looked so comfortable right from the start. There wasn't any of that rookie nervousness we usually see. She was just playing her game like she belonged there from day one.
And, I think the proof is in the pudding, right? Like, it's a pretty simple philosophy in the sense of, like, for me, if you're open, shoot it. If you're not.
Who will come back to UConn for one more year next year. And so Paige Bueckers showed up at the draft.
While Clark was getting pushed around and hit with hard fouls in her debut, Bueckers was getting what looked like instant respect from the veterans. The craziest part, she scored her first bucket against A'ja Wilson, the Defensive Player of the Year. That's not supposed to happen for rookies, especially in their first game. Looking at her stats, Bueckers shot 4 of 7 from the field, including knocking down 2 of 3 from downtown. That's crazy efficient for a rookie debut. The physical play that Clark faced just wasn't there for Bueckers. No hard screens, no players bumping her every chance they got, nobody trying to welcome her to the league with an elbow or a hard foul.
Still do some things better and still learn, but it is much easier, or you're much more driven after losses than wins. But I
figured out why that campaign's been going on, because it's not based in reality. Paige Bueckers is a very good college player.
From the workouts that she has put on quite a bit of muscle, so it seems like she is taking all of these things so seriously.
This makes me wonder, are players actually treating these rookies differently? Or is it just because they play different positions and have different styles? Clark is a flashy point guard who's always pushing the pace, while Bueckers plays more within the flow of the game. Aaliyah Edwards also showed up big time in this game, going 5 of 8 from 3-point range. This rookie class is loaded with threats, and teams are having to respect all of them. All this brings us to what Becky Hammond had to say. As the Aces championship-winning coach, her opinion carries serious weight. When she watched Bueckers up close, what she saw clearly made an impression. That first bucket against A'ja Wilson wasn't just any basket. It was a smooth finish that showed Bueckers wasn't scared of the moment or the competition. She just went right at one of the best defenders in the world and got the job done, no hesitation. So now I'm wondering, will this special treatment continue for Bueckers? Or will veterans start targeting her as her career moves forward and she becomes more of a threat?
Just into each other, into the system, into myself. was something that I felt really, really good about.
But do these people not know that that was always going to happen with if the game grew?
The honeymoon phase doesn't usually last long in pro sports, but Bueckers might be proving she's a different kind of rookie. When Becky Hammond talks about basketball, people listen. She's not just any coach, she's led the Aces to back-to-back championships. So her thoughts on Bueckers' debut, they mean something big. After watching Bueckers up close, Hammond didn't go the usual route of pointing out rookie mistakes or downplaying her performance. Instead, she took a completely different approach that surprised a lot of people. She was actually impressed by what she saw. What's really interesting is how Hammond talked about team culture when discussing new players. She specifically highlighted that the Aces focus on bringing in high-character individuals who care more about winning than personal stats. This wasn't just random. It felt like a direct nod to Bueckers and her style of play. Hammond straight up said that players who focus on the right way of playing have smoother transitions into the league. That's a pretty clear message about Bueckers compared to other rookies. She didn't name names, but the contrast was there for everyone to see.
Stretch in our season, and I know you've had them many different kinds of stretches within an NBA season of just like we were winning games, but we were.
Obviously, I think Paige Bueckers will be in the running for Rookie of the Year, but I'm still interested to see how Dallas utilizes her.
The Aces coach also talked about how important it is to create a positive team environment where players support each other. She mentioned that stars like Asia Wilson and Chelsea Gray expect a lot from themselves in their performances, and that this creates a trickle-down effect throughout the team. This team-first culture might explain why Bueckers didn't get the same rough treatment that other rookies faced. When asked about Aaliyah Edwards' shooting performance, Hammond said she was not surprised at all and that Edwards fit a need for us. This shows Hammond studies these rookies closely and knows exactly what she's looking at when evaluating talent. The really eye-opening part came when Hammond discussed her approach with rookies. I also try to, give them some structure, but I want them to be free. This balance of guidance and freedom seems to be working well for rookies like Bueckers. All these comments reveal something important. Hammond sees Bueckers as a player who puts team success over personal glory. That's a stark contrast to how other rookies are sometimes portrayed in the media as spotlight seekers. This sets up a fascinating storyline for the season. Will Bueckers continue getting different treatment because coaches and players see her as a team-first player? Or will the physical play eventually come her way too once she becomes more of a threat? Either way, Hammond's comments give us a peek behind the curtain at how differently rookies can be viewed in this league.
If it's something where Paige goes into Dallas and Arike and Paige become a backcourt like Caitlin and Kelsey Mitchell.
Paige and Caitlin Clark. And the entire thing is talking about how it's a joke.
So we've got two totally different rookie stories playing out right here. Clark got knocked around while Bueckers walked in and got respect from day one. In Bueckers' debut, there was no assault, no pushing, no shoving. It's a completely different experience from what Clark faced. As the season goes on, I'm super curious to see if Bueckers keeps getting this treatment, or if veterans start testing her the same way they did Clark. The honeymoon phase usually doesn't last long in pro sports. What do you think? Is Bueckers really getting special treatment, or is this just about different playing styles and positions? Drop your thoughts in the comments below.